looks so different today. I think it could be I'm on a new monitor, and then the lighting of the monitor is a bit different, but I'm sorry, I forgot to clap, I'm sorry. We got a nice, big Dunkin' Donuts order here. I was expecting a bigger bag. I even had to ask, like, are you sure this is everything? And it is, I think. I got some stuff. That's my stomach. I'm very hungry. 5:30 in the morning on June 26th, 2026. Wow, so today is 62626. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool, pretty cool, pretty cool. The bag does not look as big as I thought. It's not very intimidating at all. Let's get these things out onto this plate for this video. This could very well be the nicest looking plate we've had on this channel. Bask in its glory. I decided to just go kind of crazy variety breakfast items today. Looks very, very, very nice. OBS is really testing my patience, crashing in the middle of me reading off the order there. I'm gonna just start over just because. So I'm gonna read the entire order so you can understand here. We got a pair of plain stuffed mini bagels, 2 of them for $3.20. We got egg and cheese English muffin, $4.10. Have not had that from here before, I don't believe. We got one tiny order of hash browns in the back here for $1.49. Technically a quarter per little piece. I only got the one side order. I forgot how small of an order it was. We got a pair of the everything stuffed mini bagels for $3.20, that is. We got the one singular chocolate frosted donut, $1.69. We got a wake up wrap, which is bacon, egg, and cheese on a little wrap for $2.95. And then we got a sweet black pepper snackin' bacon 8-piece little bacon side for $3.19 for a total of $20.91 after taxes are added on. Very nice, very nice. I did, yeah. And you know, if you remember last time I did a video for Dunkin' Donuts a week or two ago, I tried to set my pickup order, and you know, I timed things kind of weird, and my order was not very fresh. I did it much more fresh this time, and you can tell it's very warm, very hot, very good across the. I think we just gotta get into it, man. I think we have to begin with the quick little hash brown bits here. This will not last very long because it is simply 6 tiny, teeny, tiny little bits. I really don't know what's up with the lighting today. Things just look different. Am I crazy? Maybe you don't know. I don't know what. I think it's because I'm on a different monitor setup. This light is placed a little bit differently. I don't. Maybe that's it. That was fast. I like that better than last time. If you saw the other day, or the last Dunkin' video, like I said, it wasn't too fresh. I think I got hash browns in that as well, and they were like a little bit overdone, and they had some good crisp on them, like a better crisp than that, but like in a way that I didn't really like. I don't want too much crisp. I didn't want that tad of a burned taste in my mouth. I guess they sounded good, and a couple people in the comments said they looked amazing, and they did, but those were much softer, much more tame, and I like that. Alright, next up, maybe a couple of the bacon pieces, I guess. We can see if we even, they're not too big, I guess, but they are actually quite sweet. I like that. I haven't really had a sweet bacon like that. freezing is getting really bad. Like, it happened like once or twice the first few weeks I started doing the videos on this computer again. But yesterday I did it like 5 times in one video, and it's already done it twice in this video, and I've only been recording for about 11 or so minutes in total. That's bad. There's something really wrong with the synergy between this computer and OBS, where something just happens and then it just freezes. And it fucks with the video file a little bit, not to the point where I can't use it, but it just fucks with it a bit, you know? It cuts out some of the audio sometimes. It's just bad. I cannot have this be happening. I gotta... And like, of course this is happening like right after I just finally finished building the PC card that I ordered for my birthday and like got all my other stuff set up. Like, of course one more tech problem has to happen. Just really, really unlucky, really, really annoying. I just don't want it to keep doing that because I have to keep on going out and going back in and fixing things. It's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to focus on the video, you know. That's interesting. Very, very sweet bacon. I like that. It's a nice change of pace for, you know, bacon in general. I've never had a sweet kind of bacon before. Alright, next. I just realized we haven't poured any Diet Coke yet, so actually that's gonna be next. Man, this is really not good. I think I have to edit out this part from before. I was just gonna say, alright, let's get into the Diet Coke. I grabbed the Diet Coke and the thing crashes a third time. It's never ever been this harsh or this frequent. This is really, really bad. This computer's like 4 years old. I just don't know what the issue is. Like, I don't know. Alright, well, in the process of explaining that OBS had crashed again and then pouring out my Diet Coke, it actually crashed another time. And sometimes I've noticed when it crashes, it doesn't always fuck with the video file too much, but sometimes when it does, it happened yesterday twice. When it crashes, it cuts out like the last 15 seconds of audio, but not the video part, so I have to like repeat some of what I had said. And it basically cut out, you know, me pouring the Diet Coke. Nice little dose of vibe terrorism to go with my amazing breakfast. But I just went to the other room, dragged the Ethernet cord into this room to plug into this computer so I could update OBS, and maybe that'll work. I've done that in the past and it hasn't worked. This is a problem that's been going on for like 3 years, and that's why I don't use this computer that way anymore. But anyway, where was I? I want to get into the bagel bites, actually, and don't crash again, please. Cream cheese filled bagel bites. Highly recommend. A little bit overpriced, but they are very, very good. That is bringing down my cortisol levels from this crashing so many times. Like, if it happened once per video, I could handle that, but it just happened like 4 times in like the first 10 minutes of this video, which kind of makes me feel like there's something else with this computer that is starting to decay, because from what I had noticed in the past is that it would crash when the CPU would spike to 100% for some reason, and I'm just wondering if there's a CPU issue or something. That is so good. I love those things. Yeah, I'm not like smart with OBS stuff or computer stuff despite having so many computers. So maybe it's something like the encoder that I used for the recording or something. I found the comment somebody left the other day about what problems it could be, but it wasn't any of those. I had the same settings on already that he had recommended, but we've also got everything bagel bites here, of course. Variety for this variety breakfast. What a fun breakfast spread this is. I forgot to take a picture of it with my phone to remember for the rest of my life. Very sad. Alright, now we must decide. English muffin, wake up wrap. I think I want to go wake up wrap. I was hoping this would be a little bit bigger or thicker. You can kind of see it's sticky. It's kind of stuck close with cheese, but you can kind of see like what's going on in there a little bit. There goes the shoulder again. This is fitting because I was actually going to get Taco Bell for this video a couple hours ago. I found out that my Taco Bell, the one that was one of the very few 24-hour food options around here, it was like one of the few options that was open until 4 in the morning or so. I found out that they're not open that late anymore. They scrapped it and they close at midnight, so I lost that as a location. I would have had to go further away to get to a Taco Bell, and I just don't trust Taco Bell, so we got a breakfast taco kind of thing right here. That was good. Nothing special. I would say I would hope that it would have a bit more of a oomph or emphasis to something to it. But it wasn't bad. A very basic breakfast wrap thing. The bacon on it was kind of subtle, which I guess I technically don't really mind because I am not huge on bacon on stuff anymore, but yeah, I don't know. I guess there's like every flavor involved in that was kind of like it tasted kind of dumbed down or just very, very low key, very subtle. Not a whole lot of, oh, that's so good, you know what I mean? Just not a lot of, ooh, yes, that's amazing, you know? But not a big deal. Just a silly little wake-up wrap item, no big deal at all. And we are now down to two. Count it, two little items remaining, 2 little items. Bro, my eyes are like glowing right now. There's a light, my ring light's up there. There's another light right there. That one right there is usually like a little bit higher. You know what I mean? And it's a little bit lower, and it's a little bit closer, and it's kind of like, I think it's adding some light to this in a good way. Because because, I've been working on my lighting the last few days. And I had to move my, I have a tall monitor stand with 2 monitors on it. That was what I was using for the last few weeks in here. I bought this new monitor and moved those into the other room, so now this is now at a 1 monitor height instead of a 2 monitor height. You know what I mean? Maybe you do, maybe you don't. I don't know. I'm like all over the place because of this OBS thing. I'm sitting here in constant anxiety, staring at myself, making sure, because it's not like when it crashes, it doesn't like close the program. It freezes the camera. I can't see anything, or like it doesn't move anymore. I just freeze in place. And then I can't stop the recording. Like, it'll let me click stop recording. Yes, stop recording, but it won't stop. And it just keeps rolling. And, I can't X out of the program. I have to task manager force quit it. Nothing else happens. So it's like, if I look away, like when I poured my Diet Coke, I was looking at the Diet Coke, pouring it in, and it had crashed while I was doing that, and I didn't even notice, you know what I mean? So I gotta be attentive, and I'm just, I think we're okay now, because, we were just crashing every 5 minutes there. Now we're at the 10-minute, 11-minute mark of this recording section. So fingers crossed that update fixed it. I hope I don't sound stupid by saying maybe updating the program fixed it. I have updated OBS in the past over the years and it did not fix it. But maybe this time we got lucky. This computer is, I'm starting to wonder if my 6-year-old computer is better at some things than my 4-year-old computer. 3-year-old computer. 4, 3, when did I get this? 2022. 4-year-old computer, 3.5. Let's do the, nice English muffin with the egg. I love me a good English muffin. Very nice, very nice. This is a very thick and dense feeling sandwich. It's got some weight to it. That was pretty good too. That was a very, very soft and fluffy feeling English muffin. I know it's not like super toasted or anything, but it was very thick. You saw when I held it up, it's very thick. Alright, what are we doing? Come on. Thick English muffin. It was pretty dry. We were kind of in like biscuit territory of dryness there, but I think that's also because it was maybe not a lot of cheese. It was very thick as well. The egg is a fried egg. It's a pretty good fried egg too. I do like the fried eggs, but I guess it does, when you have a fried egg, you kind of lose a certain dimension of flavoring and warmth to the sandwich. That was really good though. This has all been really good. Just, I guess, not extraordinary, I suppose I would say. It's definitely not a bad thing though. Like, if you, wow, this is, alright, it's cool, bro. It's whatever. Let's just. It's definitely not a bad thing though, because like, if you really think about it, like, look at how much I had on this plate for only $20. That's like not bad at all. This is a very good kind of breakfast platter, I feel like. very hefty. It's all good though. I really am enjoying this. This is a fun video, very fun plate, very, I have been noticing, I'd have to go back and look at my other Dunkin' Donuts videos. Does this donut not look like it's super small to you guys compared to the other donuts that I've gotten from Dunkin' Donuts in the past? I just can't tell. Every time I get these, I think this exact same thing. Wow, that looks tiny, but it's not actually tiny. You know what I mean? My God, look at all that lighting. This might be a way better lighting setup now. I don't know. Yesterday's video had terrible lighting because it was so bright in here. But, let's get this donut down, and then I guess we're kind of basically done. I feel like that all went by very, very fast. Am I wrong? Not crashing this time. I didn't want to overdo any certain part of that. Like I was thinking, oh, I'll get a couple extra mini bagels, but nah, I'll get another donut, nah, I'll get some more, of whatever. But I wanted it all to fit on a plate nice like that, and I didn't want to order too much, of course. I didn't know what condition the food would be in because last time was a little bit iffy, but this went really well. I just went through it so fast. I thought it would take a little bit longer. Like, didn't I say it was like 5:30 when I started the video? It's only 6:03. I really ate all of that in 30 minutes. But that was all really, really good though. I really did enjoy that. Very, very fun plate there. I'm completely over the OBS issues though. It's been 18 and a half minutes without a crash. That makes me, excuse me, it bugs me. I think computer problems, car problems seriously bother me. I would quite literally rather have a health problem happen to me than a computer or a car problem. I'm very, very ill in my head. I don't know. It just drives me crazy with that kind of stuff, dude. I think it's because it's like, if something goes wrong with my computers, I have to drive an hour away. Like, if you guys probably, a lot of you were not here at the beginning of the channel, but I recorded almost all the videos on this channel on my newer PC, and it was very new. I got it in September, like late September 2025. I started this channel about a month later, and in like mid-November or so, the computer, the PSU, the power supply unit, I think, the fan, it started getting like weirdly loud. Not just like from like, when you run something on your computer and it goes and then it tapers off. It was being loud in kind of like a vibration kind of way. And sometimes it would go like really hard. It even made a nails on a chalkboard type of sound at one point. And I thought it was like the actual fans in the computer, but it was the power supply unit, they told me. But I had to take, and this is when I'm just starting this channel, and the channel was getting some good early momentum, and I really did not need something like this happening. I took the computer, an hour away to the only place that I can take it to get that kind of thing fixed. And I stayed there like the whole day waiting, hoping they would get it done before closing time, which they did not. And then so I drove home, and I made an Arby's video of me being very angry. That's one of my older Arby's videos. I think the oldest one that I have on this channel, yes, is me getting angry about it because I was angry about it. And they, because I think they said that they would get it done the same day and they didn't. And then the next day I spent the entire day waiting. I spent the entire day the next day waiting because I thought it would be done that day at the very least. And I'm just pacing around my apartment waiting for them to call or text. The person that was supposed to be working on it, like, wasn't working on it. They switched the person, like, switched. It was just like it seemed like a very disorganized process just to diagnose this one issue, and they weren't getting it done. And in the end, they didn't get it back to me that second day either. On the third day, they did get it back to me, but because the power supply unit worked, it technically wasn't a problem that, like, was under warranty or anything. I paid for 3 warranties at this place, and I've never used any of them because they just come up with bullshit reasons why they don't work. But so I still have that power supply unit. It's in my closet up there somewhere, just a brick of fucking uselessness. But it was so loud that it was affecting the ASMR videos. I couldn't have that fan playing in the background of my videos. And that was like, it's just such a big deal to take the computer all the way over there sometimes. I don't like doing that. It's very tedious. I have to go an hour away and then an hour back. And then if I go pick it up, it's an hour away, an hour back. And it's just not good for my schedule for what I'm trying to do. It's just a really big fucking... It's just really fucking annoying. I don't know how else to explain it. It is just a pet peeve for me. I am bad with, like, I think someone said it's an OCD thing. I forget what it is, but it's like, or ADHD. I don't know whatever it is. It's like, if you have, like, I'm the type of person where if I wake up at 9 in the morning, but I have to be somewhere at like 3 p.m., I like can't do anything between 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. I'm like an entirely useless person. I'm fully focused on the 3 p.m. thing. I like to get things out of the way. I can't focus on anything else until that thing is done and over with. So when I have like an oil change in my car or whatever I have to go do, this, that, and the other, it really, really plagues my ability to focus. It's very, very borderline crippling, but that's okay. It's not that big of a deal. That was a fun little ramble there, but yeah. I just really don't want to have to take the computer anywhere. I don't know. Thank God my good computer is at least in fully working function. I don't believe I've seen any signs of decay necessarily with it since I got it almost a year ago, 9 months ago now. It's still working well, but I still don't. It's things like OBS, things like computer stuff, microphone stuff. I'm just not smart with these types of things. And even when I try to look up these kinds of things, like when I Google whatever problem I'm having with OBS, I don't find anybody else having that similar problem with how it crashes in such a weird way. It doesn't happen. I don't see it anywhere else, so I don't have an answer for it. Or like this microphone or my new microphone that I bought, I try to find things online of how to fix one thing or another, or how to make one thing go like another, and I just cannot find answers for it. I don't understand why, but... Like before this video, I spent like an hour working on like figuring out things for the new mic. I got a Shure SM7B, the mainstream streamer microphone, $700 by the way, damn near. I spent forever just trying to figure out the things with it, the nooks and crannies, figure out the ZAD. That's not even how that works. There's figuring out the little weird things with it. Settings and filters and compressors and gain and whatever, and I just don't understand that kind of stuff, and I don't understand how people do certain things certain ways with their... I'm so lost when it comes to that kind of stuff, which is why I procrastinated getting that microphone for so long, because I just didn't know if I was being stupid with the problems I was having with this microphone. I didn't know if I would know what to do with the new microphone, and I don't, but it's whatever. I don't care. It is whatever. Alright, so it's 6:11 in the morning. I really don't want to be awake much longer, but I'm pretty awake, which is really annoying. I had a really bad sleep day yesterday. In terms of like, I was able to wake myself up when I wanted to try to stay awake and not sleep too long, but I just couldn't stay awake. I just kept falling asleep. I just couldn't. I'm gonna go edit this video because I'm kind of anxious about the crashes and making sure that the footage is okay. And then I'm going to, take a shower and try to take a nap or something. But honestly, I don't think that's gonna happen. I think I'm gonna end up editing this video and finishing it and then streaming or something, which is really stupid to do at 8 in the morning or something, but we'll see what happens. Sorry, I'm getting all like fired up and yappy toward the end of this video. I'm hitting that second wind, you know, that second wind of energy for my day. It's 6 in the morning. I got up at like technically like 10 p.m. But like it was earlier than that when I got up a couple of times and tried to stay awake and just kept falling asleep in my chair. Then I fell asleep on my couch, and then fireworks started. I wanted to go see the fireworks next to my apartment tonight, but I fell asleep and I forgot. And then they started going off, and all the dogs started going ape shit, and I could hear them. They were very, very thumpy. Like for anybody that has PTSD, not me, but like if you did have it, that shit would have fucked you up hearing those the way that they were doing it, in my opinion. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna stop talking so much. I'm talking really fast right now because I'm all hyped up on energy from that donut and that really good breakfast.